been a while since I've played this. I'm playing a custom setup. What I'm doing, first of all, I'm picking just 2 people. I want to be cautious not to make it too easy. I'm going with Arica and Roman, 2 damaged survivors. The reason why I'm picking 2 people who are very scrappy, combative survivors is because we are making this a combat environment. The intensity of the conflict is high. We're going to have an early onset of a severe, long winter. And most importantly, I have picked every location to be as dangerous as it possibly can be. Everywhere we'll be crawling with soldiers and bad people who want to kill us. I'm not including the military outpost, and I'm not including the supermarket. There are bad people there who want to kill us, but they're too easy. Once you've taken the military outpost, you break the back of the game, and there's not really much of a challenge if you're going for this kind of playthrough. Supermarket also affords you a very easy to acquire assault rifle, and I don't want to give myself that. We're just going to start. Again, the purpose of this, I've picked 2 slightly damaged characters. Arica and Roman seem like the most damaged people. Roman definitely has PTSD. Arica, yeah, she's got her own thing going on. And we can see right off the bat that Roman is sick. So we're going to have to deal with that. There are ways to ensure that you are sort of stockpiling stuff in your shelter. We're not going to worry about that too much. We can just search these things and then leave them, and then nobody can actually steal them until they're actually put into your inventory, but that makes the playthrough very, very awkward. So that's a chair that we can sit on. Now we're going to need to build a bed. We really need to build a heater as well. You can see that something is down there. That looks like we've already got a warehouse. That's handy. No, mate, I know you're sick, but let's find some medicine, okay? This first day is very, very important for us. I think that what we need to do, we need Roman to keep on doing that kind of stuff. What we want to do is build a metal workshop, and we're going to want to get a we're going to want to get a crowbar ASAP. That's a very handy tool. It's a very handy weapon. Absolutely essential for us. Wherever we go, we're gonna be running into trouble. We really could do with 2 weapons. One for the guard back at the shelter, and one for whoever is going out scavenging. But don't know if we can quite afford that luxury. We could do with a heater. We definitely need a bed. There's just no 2 ways about it. Mate, you ain't finished doing what you're doing. Get back to it. This will also help us to open some locked cabinets and things in the shelter. We might get this all searched today. We might not. I don't know. It's really tough that we're starting off with Roman sick, but we like a challenge, don't we, guys? Guess the crowbar got finished. I mean, 1 bed is barely sufficient. We put that right near the front door so that whoever's gone scavenging can come in and they can get their head down immediately. Kind of an important thing to do. What do we have? We didn't pick up yet. We still haven't found any medications. Until we do, we need to search. We could build a heater, maybe. I don't know. What have we got? We've got a locked cabinet behind here. Oh no, that's just a cabinet. Great. Okay, we're getting lots and lots of components and things. That's very good. Let's try and make sure that Roman is not sloping off and trying to just get his head down. I sympathize. I really, really do. He's sick. He's exhausted. But we need to find something to get you better, mate. I mean, whether this first night we simply have him get his head down, try and recover from this sickness, I don't know. It's... He's definitely going to have to sleep tonight. Shovel would actually be quite welcome. Are we better off building a heater though? That's the only thing. Okay, looks like this is holding some precious items. Let's see what's in there. Meds. Bandages, great for if you're injured, but not medication. This may seem a little crazy, but actually there's method to the madness. I'm going to build a shovel. This is a good weapon. Might say like, oh, but surely you need a heater. It's like we need a lot of things. Mate. Stop it. Stop trying to slope off. Now we might be able to get these last couple of places searched before the night finds us. I don't know. A shovel's going to definitely speed things up a lot. Right, while she's doing that, can we build a heater? No. Let's save those resources, shall we? We're definitely going to have to go out. We definitely have to scavenge. It's very unlikely that somebody is going to come for us tonight. Obviously, the person who's going to be doing the scavenging is going to be Arica. And we're in a target-rich environment. We're going to have a lot of bad people around, so... that's kind of tough. Arica is good at avoiding bad people. Roman is good at killing them. But we're working with what we've got here. Medication. Okay, mate. Get up there. If I start trying to use those meds, night's gonna come. Okay. So... So the old town does actually have... some good stuff. It does have potential risks there. It doesn't say it does, but it does. Now, both of these characters are not particularly good at scavenging, and they don't have high inventories or anything like that. I'm very, very glad that we've got some stuff there. I mean, there's a few hints here. I think there's something like there's a half-eaten dinner or something. Yeah, so... Okay, that's not a searchable thing. I mean, I think that we can kill this guy who does appear without too much worry. We've got a bullet there. That's useful. We haven't got anything from which to shoot it yet. I think Arica is a smoker. And what we're going to do is we're going to stockpile. This is that classic thing where we pick stuff up, we put it back in a nice convenient place, and then it's very easy to see what we've got and decide what we want to take. Having a hatchet would be nice. Being able to make some firewood would be good. Okay, that's great. We can always bring... Okay, I think we're going to need the crowbar. Let's just quickly go and grab that. The crowbar is starting to get a little bit worn just from the fact that we've used it quite frequently. Okay, nothing there. And we would need to have a saw blade to get through there, so that's something worth bearing in mind. Okay, we've got lots and lots of components, lots and lots of wood here. That's very good for us. This is a slightly laborious way of doing things, but it is the best and ultimately the most efficient way of getting your stuff. Now, is it down here? Have we got a door that we can break? No, it's open from the other side. Now, I am a big fan of clearing the stages, that is, getting rid of anything that obstructs movement. Excuse me while I have a sip of coffee. Something that we could have done, of course, is take the shovel. I've left that with Roman because it does serve as a weapon. Sure, he's getting some kip, but he is a trained soldier, even though he's sick. If somebody comes for him, he might well be able to defend himself. He is the best combatant in this game. So we've got a sniper. We really do not want to be getting shot by the sniper. See a dead body right there. Slow, laborious work. Very often good stuff is hidden behind obstacles, so it's worth doing. We've already stockpiled enough stuff to fill up our inventory to take us back, so although I would like to clear more of the map, make sure that we've got everything, it's okay for the moment. We should not be able to get shot here. Yeah. Obviously things like teddy bears, toy components, we're not planning on using those. Who knows, maybe somebody and their child will come hoping to find shelter, which we will grant if that is the case. There you go, a bit more freedom of movement around the map. That's going to be very handy for when the owner of this place comes back, which is going to happen. Yeah, this is all good stuff. That diamond might be useful, that jewellery, because obviously that's a very good trading commodity. Let's just set everything back here. The night ends soon. Let's just see if we can clear up a few more bits. I know that I'm going to want this stuff, so let's just search this. Let's just clear this. Electric's very, very handy. The rest of that stuff we can just leave to wait for the moment. And we've got some weapon components. That's what we need to make saw blades. And of course, the top level of this map requires a saw blade for entry. So character like Boris or Marco would have been very great to give us a lot more options as far as scavenging goes. I picked Roman and Arica. They have pretty small inventories, only 10 spaces apiece. But part of that was to just add to this unique challenge that I've given myself, where we've got this horrifically violent environment where there's bad guys everywhere, and we're going to have to fight or otherwise avoid confrontation. So we've got a good couple of cigarettes as well. That's something that we could bring back since Arica is a smoker. Okay, let's put this back and then let's decide what we're going to take with us as we return. We're going to be coming back here. I'm going to leave that crowbar. I don't know if we've opened everything. Can be opened with a crowbar back at the shelter, but I think we might have. I want to take that. Probably not building anything with electronics just yet. I'm taking this wood because we're going to need fuel when we build a fire. I think we need some more components. Taking the diamond because that's a good trading commodity. And I'm pretty happy, I think, to be leaving with this. Okay, so first day, first night done. How do we do? That's going to depend on whether anyone came and tried to kill us. Anyone came and tried to kill us. We've got Roman, he's got a weapon, the shovel, but of course he's sick and he was sleeping in bed. So let's see what happened. It was quiet, good. I'm not gonna assume that that's gonna be the case tomorrow night. I think we should assume that perhaps we're gonna wind up with some dramas. You see the temperature there? That is very, very cold. This is a bit of a no-brainer. And while Arica is sleeping, just get Roman doing some bits. As soon as she's done, he goes back into the bed and starts recovering. I mean, this is pretty obvious, right? Let's put that right there at the very front of the house before we... Oh, no, he's dead set on doing that. I was going to say I wanted to just check that cupboard. I think it's the last thing that we've got to actually scour in this house. Again, Arica's getting her head down. Something that we're also going to need to build is a stove. Maybe we can do that today, maybe we do that tomorrow, I don't know. What do we do with our little crew here? So I am very, very keen on Roman actually getting his head down and being in bed. But that would mean he's pretty helpless, and Arica would have to stay here on guard, which she could do. I mean, it's just not ideal. It's not... especially since we're going to need a heater tomorrow. So do we... Roman's on his meds. Do we... put on guard? I don't know. Radio would be a very handy thing to have. That would help our morale. Okay, let's get this place toasty, shall we? I think we're gonna have to scavenge every single night. We just are. No two ways about it, really. Okay, so Roman is going to be healing. He's in bed. We put in 2 pieces of firewood, and we still haven't got the temperature to the ideal yet. You can still see that it's too bloody cold, basically. We want it to stay above 15 degrees. You can see that the colour on the temperature gauge changes if you do that. Let's just do this. We're going to need more fuel. Will it stay warm overnight? I don't know. Okay, so this needs to be upgraded to be able to build saw blades. That's... okay, we'll bear that in mind. Still worth going back to the old town tonight. We've still got plenty of stuff that we can make use of. I don't think we've got any components. We can't build a... radio, I don't think. Okay. We need 17 components and 6 wood for the heater. 18 components, 6 wood for the heater. Okay. Let's try and remember that. Now, Roman, I would much rather that you were sleeping in bed, but we can't do it. Do we go back to the old town? I think we do, because we've left our crowbar there, if nothing else. And you know what? Something else that we might need is food. Let's leave the shovel. We could use the shovel. Oh no, we can't, because we can't get to that top section anyway. I don't think we need that. There's a few little bits that we could... You can see that somebody's coming down those stairs. I think that's our boy. I think that's the guy who actually owns this house. He hath returned. Let's make sure that we've scavenged everything that we can from the floors that we can get to. We can always come back at a later date and unlock the rest of this map. Let's just double check. Let's just make sure that we've got everything that we can from where we can get. We'll try and keep it all quiet, like. Arica, of course, is fantastic at sneaking. She doesn't really make any noise. And I think that that's... so, guy up there. Now, we can't open that door on the floor above. We can't get through the grates up there. Got everything that we can scavenge so far, so let's just see what we have. Okay, very useful. 4, 8, 12, 16. So we've got the 17 that we need there. And it was 6 wood, wasn't it, for the stove. We're also going to want a little bit of fuel. So that's us. Now what's worth doing is, bear with me just very briefly, making a very quick note of what we actually have in any given location. So this is Old Town. I'm just going to make note of what is here. So 5, only stuff that's relevant, 5 bullets. Lots of wood, 6 cogs. We haven't got any food. I mean, we've got some already in the house, which we're going to have to use. Alright, we're just going to have to leave that as that. If we had somebody who could carry a lot more stuff, we'd be taking a lot more stuff with us, but we don't, so we aren't. Kind of makes sense, right? How's Roman doing? Did anybody come to attack us? They did not, so he could have just got his head down, actually. Okay, Arica gets some kit first. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm going to want to feed these guys because they will be very hungry tomorrow. So we've got the stove ready. Let's put it there next to the fridge. Makes sense, right? First up, so Roman is only slightly sick. I've got a real strong feeling that somebody's going to come and try and get us tomorrow. I really, really think they will. He can spend most of today sleeping. As soon as Arica's up and out of the bed, it's all his. Tomorrow night, I think we're going to have to scavenge somewhere else. Okay, I always like to actually upgrade the thing as soon as I can, but we don't have the option now. We don't actually have enough water to make 2 meals. That's... Or do we not have the wood? Bear with me a second. Let's... What is it that's actually limiting us here? It's either the water or the wood. Hear those bombs going off in the background. The war is raging on. Pretty damn nasty stuff. Okay, we can only make 1 meal. So Roman's going to get that because he's sick. Not very chivalrous, I know. What we could do with it is the trader and having an option to get some of the supplies that we need. Hello, buddy. Boy, oh boy, are we glad to see you. We haven't got much with which to trade, but we do have some stuff. What we could do is we could get rid of these herbs. That would be a good idea to get rid of. We need, was it 2 water, I think? Really, getting the wood is a good idea. It takes up relatively... It's so inefficient to carry wood back from scavenging. It's so much easier to get it from this trader. He's got some food as well. That's good. Okay. Not bad. We've got sugar as well. We can trade that. We're not going to be using that. It's something that you can use to make moonshine, but we're not really there yet. We'll get all these components as well. Again, both of our characters have very poor inventory capacity. That is maybe not such a bad idea. Getting some filters, we're not going to be using them just yet, but we're going to be wanting to make our own water soon. It's difficult to do when it's winter. You find yourself using so much wood, which you also rely upon for construction. It's tricky. Okay, but maybe we could build a water filter now if it's worth it. Because winter is going to be coming soon, and you can't use rainwater catchers when it's freezing cold. It just doesn't work. I'll tell you what, actually. It's a pretty good thing to do, actually. Upgrade the stove's efficiency. The sooner you do it, the more value for money that you're getting from it. So I'm going to do that right now, and it will just take fewer components to make food. I want to board up this shelter. There's a lot of things that I want to do, but obviously we have to juggle, we have to prioritize because that's the game. Okay, highly efficient cooking system now, so that's a pretty good thing. It's going to use less fuel, it's going to use less water. Using less fuel is a very handy thing, obviously, if winter is coming and you have people who are not particularly good at bringing wood back from places. It's going to be a while before we upgrade that heater. That's okay, that's where we are. Might seem like a frivolity, but radio can actually be quite handy. Not just because it's a passive morale boost, which is kind of important, but also we can stay up to date on current events. You see that the weather is definitely dropping. Probably going to have to build another heater at some point soon. Need to build a lot of things. Yeah, so there's areas of the city that are cut off. That's not very good for us. There's not really anything that's very good for us in this situation. We do want to improve the metal workshop, but that's gonna have to wait. Okay, let's get some more fuel in the fire. Right, now where can we go? So we've cleared out Old Town as much as we possibly can for the moment. I think that what we can do is we can go to the airport. This is a dangerous place. Again, don't like the fact that Roman is sick and we're having to put him on guard, but we do have to put him on guard. We're going to go to the airport. We're going to take the shovel because there's going to be a log call for that. There are dangerous people here, but we don't have to engage them. Eventually we will, because it's going to be very much worth it. We will get a weapon from them. I can go down there. I'm not going to do that just yet. I believe that there's some meds in the plane. Okay, here's this old guy who does not shut up. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's kind of useful. He's like, hey, there's some bad guys around here. He's kind of wanted to know that. When Roman is back on his feet, we will be coming back here to pay them a visit. For now, we're not going to do that with Arica. She is not our combat character. I mean, she might be able to do it. And obviously the bad guys are in there. Again, hold off on dealing with them just for the moment. We need the bare bones basics resources. We need, well, meds really would be good. And just components and wood. There you go. Brilliant. I mean, they're pretty crappy meds. They're just the pills as opposed to the tub of meds, which is far more effective. But we may as well give it a go. Get Roman over that hurdle. And this could be the best place where we're actually going to be able to find some weapons, which we are keen on having. We're going to stockpile. That is, we're going to create a collection of stuff near the map's exit. Most efficient way of collecting items. Where's the farthest point on the map here? Okay. Ideally, we're going to clear all of the rubble that we can. And then that means that we can take the shovel back to the shelter, use it as a weapon, clear everything first and then go exploring. That's the most efficient way of doing things. I'm big on efficiency. In games, not real life. About a third of the way through the evening, just as we hit midnight. This is a good site for the basics, components, wood. Don't know about cogs, we got plenty of those from Old Town. Again, great trading component there, so we're going to take that. One thing that I will do, we're just going to hop down here. This is a place where you can actually get trapped. We're going to dig through this nice and quickly with the shovel. Great. You can't get back up from here until you've dug through that rubble and you've cleared this door. Keen to see what's in that cabinet. Usually if something is behind a door in some kind of specific container, it's valuable stuff. Just searching the rubble around the levels, you're not going to get the best stuff, so still got plenty of time left. I usually start at the back of the map and then work my way forward. Looks like we got some food there, we got some veggies, that's very, very handy. Okay, we got some components, that's good. I sort of mix up that start at the back and move forward as the night goes on. It's not ending imminently, but that's just so that we don't get caught out. Okay, we've got that food. We haven't got the water again, so that's something worth bearing in mind. Maybe we will build a rainwater catcher. Don't know how much value we'll get out of it before winter hits. Hopefully some. Of course, the winter won't last forever, so it is still worth building one. It might just not be quite such a priority if, you know, a freezing winter is gonna very soon kind of kick in. Okay, let's just search this. The night is, well, old, so I'm gonna be making plenty of visits here. It is, at the moment, safe. We've got plenty of stuff that we need right here. My only risk would be that it might get cut off by fighting or something, so we'll take the shovel back. Just in case it does get cut off, frontline moves or something, or it's snowed out. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna take those. We need another heater. 4, 8, 12, 16. I mean, we need that. And really as much wood as we possibly can. That's us for tonight. Okay, let's do it. And I think that we call that a stream. Pretty good start so far. let's just see if we got raided. It's definitely a possibility. 3 days without incident. Okay, I mean, that's a good thing. We'll yeah, we'll call that a stream there. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next one.